All right, let's get right into it. Long before you even say a single word, your body is already talking. The way you walk into a room, how you stand, your posture, all of it sends this incredibly powerful message that decides if you're seen as someone to respect or, well, someone to ignore. Today, we're going to break down the exact body language used by highly confident people. And that just nails it, doesn't it? Your body language is like a 24/7 broadcast, sending out signals about your confidence, your mindset, and just how much influence you have in any given moment. So, that's the big question, right? How do you actually control that story? How do you stop unconsciously signaling that you're nervous and start consciously projecting this aura of total confidence? Well, that is exactly what we're about to get into, starting from the very first second you step into a room.
Think about it. Your walk is your grand entrance. It's your introduction to the world, and you really don't get a second chance to make that first impression. The way you carry yourself, it sets the entire tone for everything that follows.
You know what's so amazing about this is how simple the fixes really are. On the left, you see all these common habits that literally shrink your presence and scream insecurity. But on the right, those are the powerful alternatives. They're just small tweaks that immediately project control and self-assurance. So let's look at how to make these your default setting. So what does this all boil down to? It's really about balance, control. A straight back and an open chest that instantly makes you appear bigger, more confident. Keeping your eyes forward shows you're aware of your surroundings, and you're in command, not intimidated by them. A natural arm swing, that shows you're relaxed, and the steady pace just communicates that you move with purpose.
And this analogy just perfectly illustrates the whole principle behind this. Out in nature, animals physically make themselves look bigger to project dominance and scare off threats. Well, humans do the exact same thing, just a little more subtly. An open, upright posture takes up more space, and it sends this clear, primal signal of confidence. It's like a shortcut that speaks directly to that primitive part of our brains, the part that sizes someone up in like a fraction of a second.
And of course, once you've stopped walking, that authority has to continue. The secret here is stillness. When you see someone constantly shifting their weight from foot to foot, it makes them look impatient, maybe a little anxious. By planting your feet firmly, keeping your posture open, and your head level, you project this image of being grounded, calm, and totally in control. Just remember this, stillness equals confidence. All right, now let's talk about sitting. Projecting power doesn't just stop when you take a seat. Think about it. In a meeting, a negotiation, a one-on-one conversation, your seated posture can be even more critical. And again, the difference here is just night and day. Slouching, crossing your arms and legs, it makes you look defensive, or bored, or just plain disengaged. But an upright, open posture, that shows you are present, you're attentive, and you're confident in what's happening. These 4 rules are basically your toolkit for commanding a room, all from your chair. Sitting upright signals alertness. Planting your feet on the ground projects stability, so no nervous leg shaking. Having an open posture makes you seem approachable and sure of yourself. And that last one, leaning in slightly when someone is talking, oh, that is a power move. It says, I'm engaged and I value what you're saying. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. So we've covered your posture, but what you do with your hands, that can either make your message incredibly powerful or it can completely destroy it. And the impact here is just massive. 50%. Seriously, just think about that for a second. Research actually suggests that using the right hand gestures can make your message up to 50% more impactful and memorable. Your hands aren't just there to hold things, they're a language all on their own. So let's learn a few key phrases.
So you'll see leaders and executives do this one all the time. The steeple is so deliberate, so precise, and non-verbally says, I have thought about this carefully, I am calm, and I am in complete control of this information. So why does it work? Because it's a gesture of perfect symmetry and stillness, the exact opposite of anxious fidgeting. It's an instant signal of thoughtful authority.
When you absolutely have to make a critical point, the hand chop it cuts through the noise. It's like a physical punctuation mark that tells everyone listening, pay attention, this part is important. Just be sure to use it sparingly to get the biggest punch.
This one is such a great tool, especially for storytelling. When you frame an idea with your hands, you're visually inviting your listener to look at the concept you've just kind of created in the space between them. It's incredibly engaging and helps make these abstract ideas feel way more concrete.
The point is super direct, really powerful for hammering home a specific detail. The key, though, is to use it calmly and deliberately. An aggressive, sharp point can feel really accusatory. But a slow, controlled point, that just directs focus and shows you have conviction.
So, the main takeaway here is pretty clear. Avoid these common traps. Clasping your hands super tightly, hiding them in your pockets, fidgeting, these are all dead giveaways of anxiety and nervousness. They just suck the credibility right out of what you're saying. You want your gestures to be purposeful and controlled, not hidden or chaotic. Okay, so we've gone through walking, standing, sitting, and gestures. But here's the thing. These aren't just a bunch of tricks you're supposed to mimic. They are tools. And they're tools that, when you practice them, actually help build genuine, internal confidence because they change how you feel about yourself.
If you forget absolutely everything else, just remember this. Your body language should always be trying to communicate these three things: openness in your posture, stability in your stance, and control in your movements. That right there is the foundation of projecting power.
At the end of the day, this isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about consciously choosing the story you project to the world. By mastering your body language, you're not just changing how other people see you, you are fundamentally changing how you see yourself. So, what story are you going to tell?